Hi, this is a house that we've been working on for a while now. It's a Barndominium with Infloor radiant on the first floor, and also the garage is heated with the Infloor radiant tubing on the inside. So inside, of course, you don't see any of the tubing because it's all buried in the concrete, which there's 2 inches of foam insulation underneath the tubing that keeps the heat upwards instead of migrating downwards some. So we have a kitchen here that we did both as a setup for gas, which this house is on LP here, and he has to set it up for electric for his stove. He will have a kitchen exhaust hood that we have vented out with 6-inch galvanized pipe, and then you can see some of the heat runs, or they're actually more for cooling on this floor. The galvanized pipe that you see between the floor joists right now. So he has a forced air system that will provide the cooling during the summer for the whole house, and also heat on the second floor if it's necessary. But as everyone knows, heat pretty much rises once it migrates up from the concrete. It's just continuing to the second floor. So all the heat runs up here are done with insulated flex, which is R8 is the insulation factor on it, which is code. The second smaller black line here is the bathroom exhaust fan venting that comes over and dumps in the soffit. If you want to follow me back, we'll follow the bigger 6-inch flex right on over to the supply, the main supply line right here. The second line here is the return, which you can see the return here is tied right into the bottom of it. And then we have the main duct line goes right back to where the furnace is going to sit in this closet. This is the supply side, and I still have to make the sheet metal piece that come down through between the trusses for the return side. And then because it's on the second floor in the living area, we'll also make a pan that the furnace sits in. So if there ever was a leak, it would catch it there and shut the system down with a flow switch, or a wet switch they call it. Like I said, downstairs, the furnace that's upstairs here provides cooling for the whole house and heating for up here if necessary. But to get the cooling downstairs, we have insulated flex line coming over the oval pipe to go down that outside wall, and that'll dump into the master bedroom area below. And we have a few of those throughout the house that take care of the living area down below. So this is the homeowner's garage, just a little one, 16 or 17 foot tall, something like that. Here is the mechanical room for our combi boiler, which heats not only the Infloor radiant water, but also the water for his domestic use. Does both of them. You can see our tubes for the Infloor. This is for the main house right here that covers the house, and then the tubing over here is what covers the garage area right here. So what I did different on this job, it's like every job you learn a little bit more and get a little fancier with each job. Investments that we've made is like buying a Pro Press. for doing all the connections, which is awesome to work with. Also, you don't see wires running from the controls to the board. We did that all in the wall instead of being on this side, just to give it a cleaner look. And even the thermostats come from over here in the garage and also the living room and come right into the back of the board.